Do you know what's weird?
What?
Me having no idea what this podcast is about.
Yeah, so this podcast is getting to know Sean a little bit more. Okay, so I prepared some questions and we're going to get to know Sean a little bit more. So this is question time with SnagCast.
Applause. Woo.
Okay, so I'm going to start at the beginning. So what year were you born in?
1991, the blessed year.
The blessed year.
Yeah.
So obviously that's just before the 80s. So what do you feel about being a 90s child?
I don't know, I like being a 90s kid.
Yeah.
I like being that last generation before the thousands, the noughties.
Yeah, because they're a bit...
You know, the noughties kids are little... You know.
Well, I think because, as well, what's great about being a 90s kid is we were on the cusp of technology. So it started without
internet and stuff. Yeah,
technology, and then we kind of were born into that. So what do you remember about like technology and how that came in?
Do you remember our friend Jeffries?
Yeah.
I remember him having the internet and AOL.
Yeah, the dial-up.
Yeah. Like, and get off the phone.
Yeah,
on the internet.
Yeah.
Or the phone rings.
AOL.
You know what Jeffries' phone is like? His house phone. Oh, I've had enough.
Yeah, yeah. And then, so what do you remember? Like, what was your first social media kind of vibes?
So now, fast forward 10 years.
Yeah.
Secondary school, MySpace.
Yeah. You're forgetting a big one as well.
Am I?
MSN.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
What do you remember about MSN?
We'd spend our days in school and our nights in front of a screen on MSN. Bubbadum.
Text-based, wasn't it?
Bubbadum.
And it was all about like your screen name, who was in your screen name.
You had your girlfriend in your screen name.
With like roses and hearts.
And your muckers, you had your best mucker in there probably.
Yeah.
I don't think I had you in my screen name.
No, you didn't, no. Yeah. So it's in, and then MySpace was kind of like the pre-Facebook, wasn't it?
Definitely.
Where we put our pictures on of like nights out and all that, like in the park.
And stuff.
Yeah. And then we both had MySpace music accounts, didn't we?
Yeah, when me and you started to become good friends, we started like DJing, didn't we?
Yeah.
I guess this was the start of our entertainment career.
Yeah, I guess so. That was like, we wanted to just make content and push it out there, didn't we?
Why don't you tell everyone your DJ name?
So I was thinking about this on the train earlier on the way in. So my name was DJ Cologne, right? But what I've realised being a little bit older now, that Cologne has got a G in it. So my name was DJ Colon.
Oh yeah, okay. Never knew that.
So what was your name?
My name was DJ Lynx.
Oh no! And what music did we used to mix, bruh?
Oh, what was that first song we... Oh, do you remember, I don't want to close my eyes.
Yeah, like a Euro kind of.
Fall asleep, cause
And then we kind of moved into the 4/4, didn't we?
Yes.
The, what you do, I do, oh, that you do, do.
I'm raving.
Yeah.
We used to sing these songs in the park.
Yeah.
As youth.
When we used to go to a local park and we found off an off-beaten track a little section that we made into like a little party zone.
It was like an awesome den. We dragged a concrete bench there. Yeah. We made seating areas.
We had a bin there.
Yeah.
We proper like looked after it.
It became like a zone for people to go and have a chill time on a...
When I speak to people about school, people are, I was there one night, like from like different years and stuff, so it got like overrun in the end.
Because at the beginning it was me, you and a few of the lads.
You, Matt and Jeffries.
Yeah. And then other people started to come and then it got more and more popular. And do you remember towards the end? Yeah. We would go there and it was like...
We were strangers
who are all these people?
In our own home.
Yeah.
And then there started to come proper dodgy people there.
So we stopped going there.
Yeah.
That was gnarly.
So that was the birth of the internet. So I think we're in a great generation of, we completely like sponged the technology, but we knew a world without it.
Yeah.
So we're at the forefront of it. Do you remember what your first phone was?
Yeah, it was a big Motorola.
Mine was a big Motorola as well, not a flip one.
Nah.
With like an aerial on the top, and like an orange screen.
It was blue.
Ah.
It was blue. And I remember getting it and like having like, I had a few pound on it and I phoned my sister on it and I was like,
hello? yeah.
I remember, went there, I did that, I went there, because I was an idiot, and I put the phone down.
Yeah.
Great use of technology.
Right, so moving on to the next getting to know Sean. What is your favourite drink? It doesn't have to be alcoholic.
Wow, that's tough. It's very circumstantial. Look, if you ask me right now, I'll have nothing but a cup of tea.
Cup of tea, yeah. I was going to say cup of tea. And how do you have your cup of teas? 2
sugars, nice and strong. Standard milk.
Sean's got a bit of a process where he allows it to brew for about 9,000 minutes. So when Sean's like, fancy a cup of tea? It's like, I won't want one in half an hour, no. And what's your favourite alcoholic beverage?
Beer.
Beer?
Yeah. I like a nice beer.
Yeah.
I think I go on and off beers. There's a constant change through my life of beer.
Yeah.
I'll go on and off beers. Like I had a big Desperado.
You did, yeah. Oh, do you remember when you were 18? You were smashing Stella and Strongbow, wouldn't you? Snake bites.
I'd buy 4 Stella, 4 Strongbow.
Yeah.
And that'd be my night.
Yeah.
Wake up next day like, yeah.
Go to work.
Yeah.
You like Southern Comfort though as well, don't you?
Yeah, I like a Southern Comfort and lemonade.
Sailor Jerry's as well.
I like a bit of rum, spiced rum.
Yeah. I might have a little bit.
This is the one that you bought me from New York.
Yeah, I did. And that was about 5 years ago.
And it is freezing up in the shed. It'll be alright, like, with the air and that, you know?
Yeah.
Ooh. I got to go to work later, right? You have it?
Oh yeah, I've just got to edit this. Yeah. Vintage, good year. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll leave that there. Okay, so I think what's quite interesting about you is that you're quite a clean person, aren't you?
Yeah.
So why do you think you're so clean? And what is me saying you're clean? What is that?
I guess I'm itchy with the way I've got to be organised and stuff. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, if you could have like everything set, put out on the table, have everything messy, like, yeah, this is what we're doing, Sean, and I'll probably stand next to you and start organising things into chronological order or something.
Yeah.
I just like to be organised. I like lists.
Yeah.
I like to be tidy. Growing up with a mother like mine,
Yeah.
like with your nan,
Yeah.
chronic cleaning and OCD,
And
I have become that way, definitely.
I remember when we had a house party at your mum's when we were like 15, 16.
Mum and Dad was on holiday. Yeah.
And it was one of those house parties. I don't know if you ever went to one when you were young where it just got out of hand.
Out of control. Like, way too many people turned up. And at that point it was too late. Like, do you remember how many people was there? And so Mum and Dad weren't here. Had the house to ourselves. We was about 15. A lot of people from our year turned up. Loads of people from the year below turned up. Above.
People we didn't know.
From the area.
Yeah. And the house was a holy show.
I remember getting up the next morning, right? I remember I was just in my boxers and I got up the next morning. And it was just me and you left.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God.
It was carnage. I remember being in your living room. We had a massive strobe light where that guy Jake was on it. That was his job. Just
whole night, one guy was sitting in the corner operating the strobe light. Like.
And I remember I was DJing on the old virtual DJ, and I put on Lethal Bizzle, pow, and it just went off.
The living room was like, it was like Es Paradis all over.
People were like on the sofas. The strobe light was going off, and then after that song, everyone just poured into the garden. It was mental. So that next morning, I remember you were hanging.
Oh yeah.
The house was in
disarray, bro.
Oh my God.
There's no words to describe how bad that house was. The floor was black. The laminate floor was black with everything. Beer, whatever. Oh.
And you were in your boxers, and you were like, I was like, do you want me to help you? And you were like, nah.
Nah, you had to go to work.
Right. Where was that?
You was working at Burton's, right? Tom's first job at Burton's.
Saturday job for outing.
So you was like, you got up, and I was like, just standing there like, and you were like, look, Sean, I'll be back. I'll be back in 4 hours, and I'll help you clean. And I was like, yeah, sound. And I was just like, in a bit of shock, I think. And then you left, and I just got down.
I come back, and it was...
Mate, I spent those entire 4 hours cleaning, and I didn't get changed. I just did it all in my boxers. And mate, I remember the first thing I did was bag all the bottles up. Wine bottles, beer bottles, 4 black bags of just bottles. That wasn't cans. That was just bottles. Oh my God, it was crazy. And you know what? After all that, Mum and Dad came back and still found evidence of the party.
Yeah.
It was unhideable.
Under sofas.
There was a Rizzler under a sofa and a fag nub, I think. And there was a couple of broken things. There was a broken pitcher.
Yeah.
And there was, I think, a broken glass.
Yeah.
So, actually, if you look at the absolute amazingness of that party, it was an amazing night. Well, it didn't do too bad, really.
No.
A pitcher and a glass. That was all that was broken. People still remember that party. That was like one of the epic parties of our school life.
Yeah, 100%, without a doubt.
Do you remember walking through the hallway and you just stepping over people?
Yeah, people just sat in the hallway and all up the stairs and that.
Yeah.
Do you remember Donna when she passed out in the bed and...
So that's something else I got in trouble for, because Donna passed out real early and we put her in my mum's bed.
Yeah.
She left lipstick on the pillowcase, Donna.
I remember Rory harassing her. So a harass is where you put your bare ass on someone's face. A harass. And Rory jumped and got height. Like, got about this much height and harassed her on her face. I don't think she woke up, she was that mashed. So you cleaned it all and you hooked it all up. It's quite nice having a clean person around, because Sean will always
I won't sit in a mess.
on it.
I'll sort it out.
Yeah. So moving on to movies, and we're talking movie sagas. Name some for me that you love.
Name some movie sagas that I love.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
Star Wars.
Bah.
What else have we got? Matrix. Love the Matrix. I don't know. As a kid growing up, it's worth saying that I was just hands-on Arnold Schwarzenegger, Van Damme and Sylvester Stallone movies.
Yeah.
That's all I grew up
I haven't seen the Rockies in so long.
Been thinking about them a lot.
Yeah, I'm going to do it over Christmas. So, Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Big fan.
What was mad about Harry Potter is when we were in year 7, Harry Potter was in year 7.
Yes.
So we could identify and relate so much.
We're Potter's generation, man.
We grew up with him,
Yeah.
and it's mad now. You see young kids and they're proper into Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But we were that much more connected with it, weren't we?
I guess so, yeah.
Who's your favourite Harry Potter character?
That is tough. That's tough. Mr. Filch.
Filch, yeah, that's a good show.
I think that bloke is absolutely brilliant.
He is, yeah. He's sick in Game of Thrones as well, isn't he?
Oh, Walder Frey. Game of Thrones. No, I left series off it.
Yeah.
Because series isn't,
But Game of Thrones is that it transitions into that movie saga because they're like little movies, aren't they?
You've got people who have watched Game of Thrones, and then people who haven't. There's two types of people.
Yeah.
That's it.
So, is it Filch? Finch? Filch. Yeah, I think Snape has got to be up there.
I thought you'd say Snape.
Yeah. His arc is just mad, isn't it?
Yeah, and the fact that it's not even revealed to the very
end.
You don't know the full whack of
Yeah.
it.
I got to be honest, I didn't like the second Dumbledore.
That's Michael Gambon. I thought he did a good job.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire, Harry? He says calmly. Yeah. Star Wars.
I spent my childhood being bullied for playing Star Wars.
What do you mean by playing Star Wars?
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's what I mean.
I remember I was with a girl for years and years, and her first memory of you was playing Star Wars with you in primary school. She's like, yeah, I know, Sean. We used to play Star Wars together in primary school.
Yeah, man. Star Wars all the way. I got digged for that. Like, I wouldn't say bullied, but I got ridiculed for playing Star Wars a lot. Everyone else, in the end, everyone else was playing Star Wars.
It was all on it, wasn't they? Unfortunately.
I was the master, I was Yoda.
Who's your favourite Star Wars character?
That's a real tough question. But I think I know. And it's ObiWan.
Yeah.
I love ObiWan.
ObiWan, like where?
Early ObiWan. I know people don't like episodes 1, 2 and 3, and they are poor compared to the rest of the, saga, I guess. But Hugh McGregor's a bad man.
Yeah, I can't wait for his new season.
The ObiWan series.
Oh, and they've got the guy who played Darth Vader confirmed in it as well, so...
The voice or the character?
The guy, the actor who's going to play Darth Vader, the guy who played it in Revenge of the Sith.
I had this conversation with a friend at work.
Yeah.
And he was telling me that the guy who's in the suit actually died recently.
Yeah, James Earl Jones.
Yeah, he's the voice.
Yeah. No, but I don't know if it's his voice or anything, but he's confirmed as Darth Vader,
Okay.
the guy who Anakin in the 1, 2 and 3.
Okay.
Well, 2, 3. Yeah. I'm going to rewatch them over Christmas, but I'm going to do it in the chronological order that they came out in. So I'm going to do New Hope, Return of the Jedi, Empire Strikes Back, Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, then the
7.
Ray films, and then I might try and add in the Han Solo OG film, do it all, and do Rogue One as well, because I got Disney Plus, and on there it tells you the chron order. It does it for Marvel as well.
That's sick.
So, and then Mandalorian will be the last one, I think, because that's after the New Order, isn't it?
How good? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
How good is Mandalorian?
Mate, you watched the last episode?
Yes. Wait. The last episode in the... Yeah.
You've seen that one, you haven't seen the next one?
I've seen the next one.
Oh, the one where he takes his...
Yeah?
Yeah.
And he's in there and he's like...
Yeah.
What's he like in Game of Thrones? Like, gonna be the...
You right there, you mother dog! Yeah. Mate, sick, innit? Sick.
I didn't like him with his mask off.
Yeah,
He
you don't.
changes.
Yeah.
He's like a...
It weakens
Yeah.
It weakens him.
And then some.
So...
How good is... Is it Bill Maher?
Bill Bailey. No, yeah, Bill Maher, yeah. No, I don't... The Bill Maher podcast. Like, Matt listens to him a lot.
Really good at
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Really good at that.
Epic. So, massive Star Wars fan.
Yeah, massive Star Wars fan. I'm a big sci-fi fan.
Yeah,
I listen to a lot of books.
Yeah.
And they're all fantasy.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of, for people that are interested, David Gemmell books.
Yeah.
My dad got me into them and I'm just hooked. I can't stop.
And you like history as well, don't you? You listen to some history stuff.
Yeah, I'm a big war buff, I think. Very interested in the old wars, World War II. And then keep going further back, go back all the way to the Romans and the years the Vikings came over, the way... It's very interesting, like the Romans, then England divided, the Vikings coming over, and then 1066, keep adding the years.
And you're into the Napoleon...
Yeah, I'm big
like,
into, I think it's 17th century English naval.
Yeah.
So Napoleon,
Yeah.
war against Napoleon, France, obviously, America, Netherlands,
Yeah.
Spain.
Yeah, so I love that time period of 16 to 17, but I like more kind of, like local history of like the Scottish clans that fell, and then Oliver Cromwell's Irish Crusade and all that stuff. That really interests me.
Yeah.
And then obviously World War II as well was mad. Like, I've got quite a close place in my heart for World War II. As I said in the last one, when I used to do acting, I had a role of Captain Heinz, which was a SS officer in Auschwitz, and part of the role went to Poland, went to Auschwitz, which was just overwhelming, and then interviewed an Auschwitz survivor as well, which was just insane. So I've got almost like a close part.
Even just, you've told me the story of that. Even just listening to that story is a bit touching.
Harrowing, man. And it wasn't even that long ago.
Nah. No, look, we're talking about history and World War II. We're talking
80 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yeah. Like, we're talking about the 17th century and yonder. That's proper history.
Yeah.
World War II was over 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. So the next thing is gaming. Where did gaming start for you? I know that's a massive part of your life.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess the people on YouTube don't really see us our gaming.
No.
Damn. The gamer is what I think we have always been from the beginning. Back to Sega. Back in 1992, 93, playing the Sega.
Yeah.
Moving up on through the consoles. PlayStation 1,
64,
Nintendo
before.
64 before, Nintendo 64, massive
Golden Eyes,
console. Zelda, Golden
Started
Eye,
playing Zelda on the Switch.
Perfect Dark.
I started playing it on the
It's a
Switch.
different kettle of fish, that is.
Mate, it's solid. I can't even do the tutorial.
No.
I'm trying to get this paraglider to get off the front, and I can't get to the places.
You need to get paraglider first.
Yeah, I know.
So you need to go back.
Yeah, I know. And then PS1.
PS1.
What was your main games on PS1?
Now, this is obviously all pre-online gaming.
Yeah.
PS1. I'm saying like Tomb Raider were big ones. God, I can't remember. I had so many PS1 games. So many. NBA 96. I love that.
Yeah, I played that as well.
Yeah, 96. Crazy Taxi.
FIFAs.
Oh yeah, the FIFAs obviously. FIFA 99. That was a big one. I loved FIFA 99. And then moving up to like PS2. I loved PS2. That was still pre-online gaming. Big games on PS2. But then...
What was the biggest game on PS2? I've got one in my forefront. I'm hoping you say the same.
For me, it's Pro Evo 6.
Pro Evo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was... How many hours did we spend playing Pro Evo?
There.
Jeffrey's house.
There.
God.
San Andreas and Vice City.
Oh, I hadn't even considered.
Yeah.
One New Year's, this is a funny story because you were out partying this year. It was spent, one New Year's was me, Matt and Jeffries in my living room playing San Andreas, and I spent the whole night trying to get my BMX ability up. And it went over into the New Year's, it was like 12:20 and I was like, oh, for New Year guys.
Yeah. We've had a few New Year's like that where we've just gamed.
Yeah.
I think we did it 2 years ago.
Yeah,
we just gamed.
Yeah.
So, 360. Now online gaming comes.
Now we're finishing the PS2 era, which is secondary school, Pro Evo, many of hours us sitting there playing football.
To be fair, I think 360 might have been year 10, year 11.
I remember exactly when I got my 360, and it was with my first ever wage slip.
Ah, so you were 16 then.
I finished school on a Friday, started work with my dad on a Monday in that factory, and then with that first paycheck at the end of the week, I still had a CRT TV, an old
Canal Movie Trust
TV. And I bought an Xbox with my first wage slip, and with my second wage slip, I bought a 720p TV, and it changed my life. HD gaming was there, and I bought Gears of War. That's why I bought an Xbox 360 for Gears of War, and that game changed our lives. I was into Gears of War for about 6-7 years, and at the latter of them years, you was into it as well.
Oh, we actually started playing it competitively.
We started going online and finding competitive matches to play with, like duos, so 2
Yeah.
versus 2. This is only Gears of War 1, mind. We never went on to 2 or 3 because we just wasn't right. And we even started playing Major League Gaming, like MLG.
Yeah, I think we were like ranked like 60th in Europe on doubles. That was our best ranking.
Do you remember how good we was, right? But then how hard the step up in MLG. MLG was so hard.
And this was like the beginning of pro gaming.
Yeah. This is like, there wasn't an esports scene. There was not.
No. We were experiencing that as it was growing.
Yeah. MLG was a new thing.
Yeah.
Man.
So fast forward to where we are now. What games you playing right now?
Right now, I am playing Call of Duty Warzone for my online game, and for my single player game, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Nice. How you getting on with that?
Really enjoying it. Going into them history that we talk about so much and enjoy. It's exactly in a time that I'm fascinated with.
Right.
Vikings coming over and settling in this country.
Mad. So we went through your favourite drink. What's your favourite food?
Now, I know it gave me Ebola, but steak.
Steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love a steak.
With what?
Sweet potato fries. I don't like onion, but I like a tiny bit of fried onion next to my steak. Mushrooms, peas, that kind of deal, steak dinner. Maybe an egg. I don't mind an egg on a steak. A fried egg. A fried egg, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's my favourite food. I love meat. I love meat.
Awesome.
I'm all for like moving towards like veganism, but not like entirely.
Yeah.
Not entirely.
No, I think it makes sense.
I think as a species we do consume too much animal meat, but damn, steak's good, man.
Damn, it tastes good, man.
I'll be careful of the black Anguses I have from now on, though.
Yeah. Right, so to kind of finish this off as well, I wanted to talk about your work life from beginning to end. From beginning to where we are now. And I want you to talk about the change that you're going to be taking soon.
Okay.
So from the beginning, let's run through your jobs.
As I said, I was hell-bent into getting into work, and back when I was 16, I was hell-bent on following my dad's footsteps.
Yeah.
In just going into a factory, and my dad was making windows at the time, and that's what I just wanted to go and earn money. And I do realise now that I wish I'd have gone on to further education first, just experienced a bit more, because as soon as I got into that, it was kind of, that's it. Anyway, finished school on the Friday, started work on the Monday, became a manufacturer of UPVC windows and doors, conservatories, did that for 6 years with my dad, and became very good at it. Went on to a couple of other companies, tried to start a couple of businesses along the way with my dad. It wasn't quite, our hearts weren't quite in it. And then I got wind that Jaguar Land Rover were hiring about 6 years ago. And I know it was good money. I had a family member that worked there, and I was hell-bent on getting into there. I really wanted to get into there. Yeah, so for the last 6 years I've worked for Jaguar Land Rover, and it gave me a great lifestyle. It's been really hard work, but I have definitely reached a point now where the money I'm earning from there is outweighing the happiness I'm receiving from the challenge that is now become Jaguar Land Rover. It's very challenging in this time, with the pandemic, they have lost jobs there and stuff. And recently I applied and got accepted for voluntary redundancy. So I am now transitioning into moving from full-time work, because how much do we struggle for time to... It's worth saying, Tom, right, if this podcast is about me, right, that I am you know, I've got a beautiful daughter that I see every weekend. I work 5 days a week. Doesn't leave a lot of time for snag bro or anything else really. How often do we pleasure fish?
Never. And like, for example, now you're going to work in a couple of hours and we're like cramming the sessions in the morning before you go and do a grueling 10-hour shift.
I'll be at work till 2 to 10 after this.
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm transitioning out of that. I'm transitioning out of full-time work. I'm hoping to get something part-time that I can spend a lot more time doing snag bro and bringing a lot more content to the people, because you know, we're having so much good times doing it. We've got the Snag Bro store now. We're starting to see a little bit of money coming in. We bought new equipment with all the money and stuff. The cameras are getting better. Our equipment's getting better. The way we're filming's getting better. Our work ethic's getting better. This is what I want to do. Like,
you know, I think when some people see like YouTubers, well, we are YouTubers now, I guess, and they start selling products, oh God, so why should I pay for it? But literally, like, we're not trying to earn loads of money. We're just trying to do this on a part-time
basis.
Well, we already are doing it on a part-time basis, but we're not getting paid for it. The money that we get from it, if anything, just goes back into equipment, back into stuff for the store, back into the channel. Like,
yeah, more stuff for the store. We've got so many plans for stuff in the store. If we had a bunch of money sitting there right now, we would be chucking it into the store. We'd have about 6 or 7 items in the store, but we need to build it up slowly. The store is paying for the store.
So basically, you're taking the VR and you're going to look for something part-time, and we're going to do Snag Bro part-time.
Woo!
And my goal would be, in the next 2 years, for us to have an office.
I'd like that, an office space that we can come and creatively put our minds together, edit, do some videos, plan sessions,
keep stuff as well for the store
and stuff.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Well, there you go. So we got to know Sean a little bit better in that podcast, and and yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video, buy the hats, support the cause. Your breath stinks.